Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, just recently became the right-hand man of the leader of the free world. Apart from the billions he controls and the groundbreaking technology he sits in control over, what exactly do we really know about this man? Where does he come from? And what are the secrets he holds locked away in his shady closets? Enter with me into the web of curious questions that conspiracy thinkers are currently asking about the powerful billionaire and new best friend to President Donald Trump. Elon's journey began in Pretoria, South Africa. His parents and those who knew him all agree that the child was extremely different from the rest of the people around him. He was called a genius by his mother and told by the discoveries he would come to invent. When he was about 7 years old, his nanny witnessed him do something very strange. She had quite a few to say. She alleged that he had no normal toys, and there was a particular day he was playing with his mother's artifacts in her trunk. She decided to peep through the door to find out what he was up to, and what she saw shocked her to the bone. She said he opened a Stargate portal all by himself. She narrated everything she saw, which ranged from different shapes and sizes of what looked like demons described in the book of Revelation. He drew her into the portal and she felt trapped and couldn't move until she called on the name of Jesus to save her. This made her think he was some sort of a demon. She also claimed he was part of the Illuminati.
Like a baby that just learned how to walk. So later I would wonder and doubt myself, is he one of his grandfather's lab experiments? Because I go, is he human? I asked my aunt, she's like, I don't know. Those Illuminati. Okay, he opened up something, a portal, a Stargate, whatever, but he was excited and he was jumping up and down.
So he was able to open up a Stargate in his room.
Whatever you want to call it. It was a different dimension.
A portal. Well, portal would be the actual name.
And I've been so embarrassed to say it out loud.
He continued to grow to be very intelligent. He would go on to create his first invention when he was just 12 years old. He created the video game Blaster in 1984. This would mark the beginning of his many inventions. He later went on to study at the University of Pennsylvania. A tall Caucasian, gentle-spoken, and good-looking man whose physique seems okay at first. But upon closer examination and judging from the shirtless pictures of him, which now flood the internet, tells us otherwise. His upper body seems distended and not at all like a normal human being. This begs the question, is he wearing something box-like in his chest? Could he be running some sort of trial of some new technology with his body? Because there is no way on earth the chest looks normal? I, for one, wouldn't place it above him because Elon Musk desires to implant a digital chip in the skull of every human being on earth. There are rumors he is currently building a hotel on Mars, which would cost $5 million per night via his company, SpaceX. However, as crazy as that sounds, that is not even his most daring invention. Neuralink is Elon Musk's most daring invention, introduced 8 years ago in 2016. Through this technology, Elon Musk desires to control the world by entering into the minds of everyone. It is a chip that would be implanted into the skull and make the person one with the computer and other digital device.
Ultimately does get a Neuralink installed, what will take place?
It basically implanted in your skull. So, but it would be flush with your skull. So you basically take out a chunk of skull, put the Neuralink device in there. You'd insert the electrode threads very carefully into the brain, stitch it up, and you wouldn't even know that somebody has it. It can interface basically anywhere in your brain. So it could be returns your eyesight, even if you've lost your optic nerve type of thing. I mean, pretty much anything. It could, in principle, fix almost anything that is wrong with the brain.
There are already animal casualties from his animal testing of this seemingly dangerous chip. There have already been claims that neural links caused the death of a significant number of animals during testing. 1,500 animals reportedly died from his daring and aggressive testings. Would there be human casualties, one may ask? Would human lives be sacrificed for the ambition of Elon Musk? We are yet to find out.
Elon Musk is under fire again, this time for his startup Neuralink. According to a whistleblower, 1,500 animals were senselessly killed as a result of Musk's push to speed up research for brain implants. Reuters reported on Monday that the business was under investigation and that the USDA opened the probe recently at the request of a federal prosecutor. The company, which Musk started in 2016, is producing coin-sized computer chips intended to be implanted into the human brain in order to aid those suffering from neurological illnesses or paralysis. According to Reuters, more than 280 lambs, pigs, and monkeys have been used in trials since 2018. Musk and other Neuralink officials have not responded.
On the 25th of May, 2023, Neuralink got its FDA approval for its first human trials. The device has already been tested on one Nolan Arbaugh. Nolan Arbaugh, the human patient who received the chip, heaped nothing but praise on the new technology. He basically confirmed the claims made by Musk about the things the chip would be able to achieve when it is safely implanted in the head.
I basically have an aimbot in my head.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they'll probably have like different leagues for people like me because it's just not fair.
Wow, is it that accurate?
It's that accurate, and it's faster. One thing that I found with the Neuralink is something that kind of blew my mind too, is that when I'm attempting to do stuff sometimes, or I'm thinking it to like move in a certain place, sometimes it's so good that it's moving before I even like think it to move. It's almost like if you think about moving your hand, the signal is basically already being sent before you move your hand. Like your mind is saying, okay, he's about to move his hand basically. So the signal needs to be sent all the way down and back up in order for you to move your hand. So the speed that all of that happens, and it's almost a little preemptive. I saw that with...
He even goes further to give a demonstration. In this video, he is moving the cursor just by thinking it in his mind.
So what can you show us that as a demonstration of what you can now do?
Here we go. This is the Link app. This is how I control everything. This is the app that they've uploaded onto my computer that lets me control the cursor. This is my devotional that I've been reading all the time, every day. And then this is me playing chess.
So wait a minute. You're moving the cursor. You're moving the cursor, Nolan, just by thinking about where you want it to go, or is it your eyes?
No, it's just me thinking about wherever I want it to go.
Oh, man. So
Yeah,
you're not
so-
even tracing it with your eyes. You're just looking at it.
Nope, I can move it, and I can move the cursor around, whatever I would like to do. I don't have to be staring at it at all. I mean, it's amazing. There's not even words to describe. Yeah, there's not even words to describe how amazing this tech is.
Of course, the company that controls this chip would be able to control you and me and make us do whatever they want us to do. This is indeed the end times. In an interview with a popular podcaster named Zuby, the interviewer asked Musk if one doesn't get the chip, would the person be disadvantaged and not have access to a lot of basic services, even though it is optional?
So could a Neuralink end up in that same sort of place?
It's possible, but I'm just saying, if it does, it's many decades from now. So it's not like, it's not today's problem.
Yeah.
I'd worry a bit more about digital superintelligence. I'd worry about let's try to avoid war.
Musk replied yes, even though he clarified that it won't be now, but in decades to come.
Sort of place?
It's possible, but I'm just saying, if it does, it's many decades from now. So it's not like, it's not today's problem.
It seems to be a lighthearted discussion going on here. But do not be deceived, fellas, because the road to hell is paved with good intentions. It is paramount now more than ever to sit up there and connect the dots here. This is what the Bible says in the book of Revelations, chapter 13, verses 16 and 17. Elon has clearly explained that anyone who doesn't have the chip drilled into their skull would be heavily disadvantaged, just like what the Bible is saying here, that if you do not have the name of the beast on your foreheads, you would not be able to buy or sell. Whispers of this billionaire being the Antichrist does really hold some weight. A former publicly proclaimed atheist.
What do you worship?
Well, I don't really worship anything, but I do devote myself to the advancement of humanity using technology. And it does beg the question, if there is some superconsciousness, where did the superconsciousness come from? So I think the most likely explanation is that complexity evolved from simplicity. That the simple elements over time combined to become more complex and arrived at what we are.
Now, the darling of the right-wing movement and conservative Christians due to his very visible efforts in bringing the current president of the United States of America, Donald Trump, to power. In the past, he wasn't really vocal about politics, but all that changed when he bought the social media app Twitter, now known as X the app, which he bought for a whopping $44 million, is now being credited as one of the most instrumental tools that contributed to Trump winning the elections. After he bought the app, he commented that he would lift the ban on Trump's account, which was previously banned by the former owners, on the grounds that he used the account to spread misinformation and incite violence. He alleged that the previous owners did a lot to stifle free speech and were unfair with censorship, and he was going to reverse all that.
Well, I think it's very important for there to be an inclusive arena for free speech, where all, Twitter has become kind of the de facto town square. It's really important that people have both the reality and the perception that they are able to speak freely within the bounds of the law.
True to his words, he lifted the ban on Trump's Twitter account on the 19th of January, 2022, after conducting a poll where users of the platform voted on whether the ban should be lifted or not. More users voted positively, with 52% in favor of the reinstatement. This was out of the 15 million votes cast. He immediately reinstated Trump's account after he posted the viral tweet, Vox Populi, Vox Dei, translated from the Latin language. The tweet means that the voice of the people is the voice of God. Elon Musk would later go on to use the X platform to campaign vigorously for Donald Trump. After Trump was shot at a public political rally, Elon Musk posted, He regularly posted on his personal account on the platform his support for the Republican candidate, and this act heavily influenced the elections. On the 6th of November, 2024, after the elections, former President Trump was declared the winner of the elections. Fingers were pointed at Elon Musk, and allegations were made by both the opposition and supporters that the billionaire bought the app solely to influence the elections. Whether this is true or not, one thing is for sure. Elon Musk's support for President Trump on the X app did more than a lot for his stats. Trump constantly posted on X to his millions of followers, almost 96 million. Imagine if he was still locked out of the app. He wouldn't have this much reach. It would have been a disaster for him. Elon Musk is now seen as the underdog who brought in the leader of the free world to power. This will begin a new reign of power for the multi-billionaire. It should be assumed that the newly elected president would enact policies and laws that would favor him all the more. Would the implementation of his controlling chip be quicker now that he has the leader of the free world backing him? We are yet to find out. Check out this clip of the two best friends taking a family photo together.
Why don't we do a family shot? Elon, you have to have a picture with your boy. Yeah. We have to get Elon with his boy. Okay. Absolutely. That gorgeous, perfect boy. Tristan's almost enough.
The President of the United States of America and the genius billionaire who wants to literally control the minds of everyone by marking them with a chip on the inside of their heads. What a formidable pair. That's it for today, people. Do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button. See you in the next video.